On this episode, we try to figure out how can you determine your target audience.
Hello and welcome back to Tip for Tip, episode 26 today, where you ask your marketing questions in exchange for a tip in your industry. My name is Aaron.
And my name is Christian. And today we have Keith from Main Street Sweets and Drinks asking us a question about target audience.
Hi there, my name is Keith. I'm the owner here at Main Street Sweets and Drinks at 1206 East Main Street in Allen, Texas, zip code 75002, Suite 101. I have a question for, marketing question for BitBranding, which is, what would be the process of trying to find your target group or target customers, and if there is a process, because we're definitely looking to do that.
All right, so I'm going to give you basically two questions that you can ask yourself in order to start the process of trying to figure out your target audience. Number one is understand the problems that you solve as a candy store. And number two, who will gain from the value that you offer. The first thing that comes to mind is basically two groups of people. It's parents, so I'm going to say maybe 30 to 49 years old, adults living in north part of Dallas, who have kids, who have an income of whatever, that are most likely to go into the store and buy stuff for their kids. And then the second segment that comes into mind is, and I was talking to Aaron about this, is that corporate need for candies and drinks and stuff like this for some corporate events or maybe reunions or meetings and stuff like that. So right off the top of my head, just thinking from those two questions, understand the problems that you're trying to solve and who will gain from the value that you offer. Those are the two main groups that obviously pop to mind. If we're talking online, Aaron's going to talk to you, I guess, a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so online there's multiple ways, and that's what's great about most of the tools online is that they can track the demographics of the people who are looking at your content. So I would suggest to put out, even if you don't want to spend money, put out an ad or so, and it will tell you via insights, so whether that's through Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or whatever avenue you decide to use, it will actually break down the insights for you. So it will say women from 35 to 55 are your main target market, and it will tell you that they live in this geographical area. You get a lot from just regular posting on social media, but I probably would encourage you to run at least an ad where you can break it down so specifically and you can test it. So maybe a 5-mile radius of everybody within your store, and you do a segmented audience of people who are just women from 35 to 45, and then I would do another one from 45 to 55. At first it's going to take a little bit to figure out your audience specifically, but once you have that, then you can really accelerate who you're talking to and who you want to come in the door, and it will make you more profitable in the end. So it will take a little bit of time up front, but that is a great way to find out who your audience is, who's consuming your content.
Yeah, you can have an idea from these questions and then really dive deeper when you go online and start testing.
Yes, but it works. I mean, it works offline too. I think that's what you're kind of talking about. But even visually seeing people as they're coming through the store and seeing, okay, I know this lady is not 25 years old, and you may ask them, hey, where are you coming from? Or is this a fluke? Or hey, we live right down the street. Okay, I would take mental notes of that and or physically write it down so you can figure out who's coming in the door, because those are great questions to ask.
Yep.
All right, Keith, let's hear your tip for us.
Over here at Main Street Sweets and Drinks, we sell specialty popcorn, specialty sodas, also roasted flavored almonds, pecans, and cashews. In addition, we also sell specialty candies. We sell candies, and then we will be selling, actually we do sell different flavored coffees and smoothies. And a retail tip I have would be, because our previous location we sold nuts, a good way to get customers would be to give out samples, and that way you establish a rapport with the potential customer so that they can try the product and to know what the product's like, but also not to pressure them to buy anything. And because we have a lot of different flavors, the customer can easily become overwhelmed and not be certain what they want, but important not to pressure them to buy, just let them sample everything, and eventually they will feel compelled to buy something.
Okay, I love free samples, and I think Aaron does too. And I mean, that's
2 hands way up.
I think every ice cream store does this, where you can try literally any flavor before you actually buy.
They kind of frown upon that a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can try like 3 or 4 before they get mad.
Right. But no, yeah, that's a great way to get people to, like you said, like not pressure them into buying. Just make sure that they actually get to try the product before they actually buy it. And I mean that's perfect for things like nuts and different flavors of things. Same with like popcorn stores where they have some weird combinations of flavors. You have to make sure that the consumer likes the product before buying.
Yeah. And I think as we were talking about that, it relates to pretty much everything. So we tried it. We don't give out free samples of food, which would be really cool. But as a marketing company, we give away free advice or free knowledge, and people do tend to like that too. So I think that it is not just such where it's a food industry. It doesn't matter. It's over every industry. If you're able to give back something and then ask it in return, because when I go to those ice cream places and they let me try like 4 flavors, I'm walking away with ice cream more than likely, if they're good. So,
dude, 100% of the time you will walk out.
Right. Okay. So I will, but you do want to make sure that those flavors that you weren't thinking about were good. Anyway, great tip. Thank you for coming on the show, Keith. And below in the description, Christian will put all the information to get a hold of Keith. So his website. He's over here in Allen, but we'll also put his Facebook, Twitter, can't remember what all social media is on there, but we will have all of them on there. So you can get a hold of him, go try some samples of nuts. He's got a really unique shop here in Allen, so I highly suggest you go check it out. And, kind of switching gears here, if you would like to be on Tip for Tip, all you have to do is go to bitbranding.co/tip4tip, all spelled out. And you'll kind of find out about the show. You'll be able to see some episodes, answer some questions, and submit a form to us. One of us will give you a call, or we won't give you a call. We'll probably email you back and get you scheduled for a time to come on the show. And it's really simple. You just ask a marketing question, you provide a tip, and we answer those, and then we just put you out there to a new audience. That's all we have this week.
That's about it, yeah.
All right. Have a great week.